should be good. Alright, so let's cut the jams. Hello, my name is Nod Lammers of Team Northwest Warriors. Today, we got our live stream going, and instead of Jake and JB, instead we're here joined by...
The one, the only, James. Liberate.
Yep. So we got James. We got James on the stream. James on the stream, not in the chat today. It's pretty rad. We got some great new cards that just came out. Some really cool new cards. One is very disappointing. The others are alright. So we're going to take a look at those real quick, as we always do. This is our news page. Of course, we have the triple predator plants up in the corner because for some reason I just am too lazy to remove the OG predator plants from the section. So we're actually going to talk about the Ritual Beast cards, which I actually accidentally put two Winda in here. I know I'm late talking about Winda, but we're also late talking about Clearing Fast Dragon and Foolish Burial of Belongings, so we're just going to cover these. And since the new Ritual Beast card came out, I thought why not, let's talk about Winda as well, who goes through archetypes like other people change underwear. So we're going to talk about Ritual Beast Return first, because that's the new one. It is a quick spell, so you know it's good, because it's a quick spell. Banish one Ritual Beast monster from your hand, then target one of your Ritual Beast monsters that is banished or in your graveyard and special summon it. Pretty good. I'm going to give that a pretty good.
Solid 8 out of 10?
Solid 8 out of 10. I don't have much to say. I never played Ritual Beasts. I know that the deck does banish a little bit. So in this card, you can actually you could use this if you ran this at 3 and had 2 in your hand. You could almost like get back the monster you banished with this card.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, so banish one ritual, and it's not once per turn either. This card is not once per turn. So what you can do, banish one Ritual Beast and from your hand, then grab one out of the graveyard, then use another one, banish some crappy one from your hand, and get the good one from the banish zone back. And then both of them get their effects. Like probably. Yeah, it's a pretty good card. I'm not gonna lie. Again, solid 8 out of 10. This seems like it's a good card. It's like it's a quick play freaking Call of the Haunted.
True that.
Yeah, it's a good card. Any card like this is pretty good, honestly. Alright, let's go on to the other new Ritual Beast card. Ritual Beast Tamer, Winda. Oh, Winda, you were a Gusto and a Shadal, and now you're a Ritual Beast Tamer. What will you be next? An Infernoid? Well, no, she's jumping through.
Watch it happen.
Watch it happen. I'm almost certain she... Okay, so in Duel Terminal 1, she was a Gusto. In Duel Terminal 2, she's a Shadal. Now in Duel Terminal 3, she's a Ritual Beast Tamer. I'm almost certain she's coming back for Duel Terminal 4, which is going to be cool. So, especially since they're closing out Duel Terminal 3, they're finalizing some cool fort stuff. They're putting out just a little bit more Infernoid and Ritual Beast things. That new Sophia card, or whatever, it's basically a new Sophia card, just came out, or was just talked about. We're not going to talk about it because I think it's stupid, and I hate Sophia cards. So let's just talk about Winda here. So Winda, if this card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Ritual Beast monster from your deck or extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. You can only summon one Spiritual Tamer Winda once per turn. Okay, Winda. Whoa, you upped the game just now.
Hold the ADHD. Hold the ADHD real quick.
Yeah.
What the hell was that? That's a... Jesus.
Not gonna lie, she actually has decent stats too. 16, 18, not bad. For a level 4, that's alright. For a level 4, that's alright. That'll get the job done for a level 4. Oh my god. And you can only special summon one Spiritual Beast Tamer Winda's once per turn. Okay.
Huh.
Whoa. That's kind of intense. That's almost what's the other deck that can summon straight from the extra deck? That has is there another one that I feel like there's another card. I want to say Ancient Gears, but I think that's
Well,
wrong.
Bahamut Shark.
Oh, Bahamut Shark.
Bahamut Shark.
I'm thinking of Bahamut Shark. I might be thinking of Bahamut Shark. Bahamut Shark does
And
it.
that's what I did at your house
Yeah.
against JB.
Yeah, I might be no, because Bahamut Shark Tree Toad is the combo now. Anyway, yeah, this card definitely seems good. I'm gonna give her a 9 out of 10 because it doesn't because it just negates the summoning condition. It doesn't.
It's job done.
Yeah, this card puts in the
It's
work.
impressive. It gave a good first impression.
Oh, this is definitely giving a great first impression. Like, holy crap, this is a staple at 3. Um, I
Mm-hmm.
can almost see it ran at 3. Yeah, I don't even play Ritual Beast. This thing just looks rad. All right. Let's go on to
But
the next card. We're gonna talk about the Eidolon cards, which uh, what is this? That's Void. Okay, so there's 4 cards. We're gonna talk about Alistair the Eidolon Summoner, and already his artwork just looks freaking rad. And look, he's a dark spellcaster. Like we needed more. No, I'm just okay.
so you can
I
never
want
get
some.
dark.
This sounds kind of dumb. I want more water stuff. I want another good water deck.
Me too.
Let's see. Let's name a couple. Mermails, Atlanteans, Dinomists,
Ishiki, Ishiki,
Cristrons.
Necros, Ice Barrier,
Oh, don't no,
Sharks.
don't say Necro. Don't not Necros. Don't say Ice Barrier. Ice Barrier doesn't count. Ice Barrier is barely an archetype. Okay, it's not barely an archetype. It's barely a
No, it's an
deck. It's
archetype.
barely a deck.
It barely has archetype support.
No, it barely functions. Is its problem. Oh yeah, sharks. Yeah, sharks. That's like saying. Okay, hang on. Saying.
No, I got a really good shark deck,
No,
CJ.
I said sharks are cool. I said you're right. Sharks are a thing. I didn't think of sharks. I thought of Cristrons.
Oh
I
yeah.
only thought of like 4 water archetypes. I'm not. But yeah, I want to see another water deck. Another water deck and another fire deck on it. Actually, I think are the Zodiac Beasts fire or are they light? They are Earth. Okay. Okay. They're Earth
Yeah,
guys.
they're Earth, man.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, getting back into this dark spellcaster that we totally needed. During either player's turn, you can send this card from your hand to the grave, then target 1 fusion you control. It gains 1000 attack and defense until the end of this turn. If this card is normal or flipped, you can add 1 Eidolon Summoning Magic from your deck to your hand. So Eidolon Summoning Magic is a really intense fusion card. Like, this card is pretty freaking insane on what it can do.
It sounds
It
intense.
sounds and it should. So its effect is this is a Dolan summoning magic. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand as fusion materials. If summoning an Eidolon Beast fusion monster this way, you can also banish monsters from your field and or either player's graveyard as fusion materials.
What the shit?
So that's already pretty intense. That's some fossil fusion crap right there. It has a second effect if this wasn't good enough. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one of your banished Alistair the Eidolon Summoner, shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do, add that monster to your hand. You can only use the second effect of Eidolon Summoning Magic once per turn. So you're putting Alistair back into your hand and then shuffling. Like, you literally lost nothing with that. You lost nothing, and your opponent got a banished monster. Like, seriously, that's freaking good.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like seriously. So this thing is not only okay. Konami. If we can banish from our opponent's graveyard now, give us Fossil Fusion. I want to play Fossil Fusion. Make the fusions less specific, but give me Fossil Fusion because I will play the snot out of Fossil Fusion. That thing is so funny. I love it. Give me
Give me
Fossil
what
Fusion.
I want.
Yeah, no, it's like you're bringing back Glads, you're bringing into existence Cyber Angels, you're bringing back D Heroes, you're bringing back Ancient Gears. Speculations on more Cyber Dragon crap, which could be cool. I'm not gonna complain about more Cyber Dragon stuff. Um, and you made like two new fusion archetypes that I can think of off the top of my head. Along and bring me Fossil Fusion. Bring in Fossil Fusion. Just do it. Dinosaurs need support anyways. Dinosaurs need some support. I know you gave them this next card that we're actually going to talk about later on right here, but they need a little bit more. They need a little bit more. Anyway,
Just a tad bit more.
yeah, cuz you tried to make them tribute monsters and now they're like weird beat down stick things and it's not working out. It's not working out.
Just calm down, okay?
Calm down, make them a fusion archetype. Make dinosaurs fusion based. Make
Ah,
fossil
they were.
dinos. Yeah.
They,
I don't think they ever
they
were. They were
weren't
always
at
tribute
the same
based,
time.
except in the anime. Other than because that's when the dude had
Oh
fossil
yeah,
fusion.
except the anime.
Yeah. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
here's a card I'm sort of excited about, which is called Void Madness. Now, anyone who watched our past stream knows that I'm starting to play Infernoids, and I've actually had an Infernoid like core type deal. I've had that for a while, but like just recently, I actually played Infernoids on stream, so I saw this and I was like, oh wow, look, a new Infernoid card. Huh, must be fate. So what Void Madness does is a trap card. It says, send one Void spell or trap from your hand or face up from your field to the grave, except Null and Void. Special summon up to 3 Infernoid monsters from the deck whose total levels equal 8, ignoring their summoning conditions.
Did I
So,
just hear eight?
so this is pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Eight?
Yeah, levels equaling 8, whose
Eight.
total combined
Eight.
levels equal 8.
Jesus Christ.
You summon. So the most people have figured out how to summon with this is that you can summon, I believe, 5 if you go for Satan, De- uh, Decatron, and then one of the and then one of the level 5s, which I believe is Sedgit or Belphegor. I mean,
How can you say that so nonchalant?
what if you summon?
Go for Satan.
Yeah, summon Satan, Decatron, and then Belphegor. One Satan, 2 Decatron, and 1 Belphegor. That's how you get the most out of this card.
It's the Belphegor.
Yeah, but yeah, this card is pretty good. It would be better if it was a spell. It's still pretty good since Infernoids are already pretty trap based, aside from Void Imagination and Void Expansion, which is like their only 2 spells. No, they have a third one. They have a third one. They have another spell. It's
Mm-hmm.
a quick spell. It's a really good quick spell. It's a great freaking quick spell.
Go on.
Uh, but yeah, so Void Madness, pretty good. So here we have the disappointment. This card is so stupid, and the archetype it's made for didn't need it. It's just dumb. It's just bad. It's just a bad trap. Because it should have been a spell, and it didn't even have to be quick for it to be good. This thing just has to not be a trap. But you know what? It sucks anyway, so let's just talk about it. It's for Blackluster Soldier, and the fact that Blackluster Soldier keeps getting traps in a ritual deck is dumb. They shouldn't be getting traps. Um, I get Super Soldier.
That is absolutely true.
I get Super Soldier Shield. That is okay. Super Soldier Rebirth should be a quick spell, and this shouldn't even exist. So what Universal Beginnings does is reveal 3 Warrior type monsters from your deck, including at least 1 BLS or 1 Gaia. Your opponent randomly picks one, and if it is a BLS monster or Gaia monster, add it to your hand. And if you send the rest to the grave. Otherwise, send all of them to the graveyard. You can only activate 1 Universal Beginning once per turn. So look, this actually had potential. You could combo this with with the new ritual card, Black. Uh, I forget what it's called. Oh, Blackluster Origin. You could combo this with Blackluster Origin if it was a spell card. This could have been like a super. This could have been like their version of Foolish Burial, but like 5 times better because it works like a future fusion in some weird ways. But
Hmm.
it's horrible because it's a freaking
They
trap.
did.
Because look, not only do you have to set it on your turn, hope it survives your opponent's turn from like, because if you know me, I destroy back row like no tomorrow. If like everyone's playing Twin Twisters, everyone's playing MST at 3, everyone's playing like the Pendulum Magicians that pop stuff. It's you have to hope it survives. Then and monsters have back row popping effects. Monsters have back row popping effects, and then on your turn, activate it, because this is not good on your opponent's turn.
True.
This is just a bad card. I, if anyone runs this, I see it at 1. I see it at 1, maybe. It also doesn't say Blackluster in it, so it's not searchable. So, it doesn't say Blackluster, nor does it say Super Soldier. So, this card's bad. This card's stupid and bad. Here
Hmm.
we have a card with a lot more simple effect. Foolish Burial of Belongings. Everyone was kind of like, alright, about time this card came out when this thing happened. No one was really excited for it, no one really was like disappointed about it. Everyone was like, finally, it's about time. Everyone had generally the same reaction to it.
Hmm.
So what it does is, much like the original Foolish Burial that sends one monster, this one sends one spell or trap. Yeah, big
Now
difference,
that's
huh?
really great for PKs.
Yeah, that's what everyone said.
For PKs,
See,
that's huge.
everyone said PKs, but I instantly went to because I'm a Paleo player. I went to Paleozoics. I went straight Burgostoma.
God, you're so freaking meta.
I love Paleozoics.
You know, you know, so I'm in this Facebook chat group, Jing, and I think I invited you, Duelist of the Roundtable.
I'm not in.
And
I'm
these
in the
people are
group. I'm in the
posting
group
their
now.
local tournament.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I've been looking at the postings, and most of them are from their locals tournament. And as I'm reading it, everyone's commenting, "Oh, this one player played Paleozoics, and he got third place."
How? There's literally. I'm looking at them right now. There's like 4 cards. You have only Nadayas, which is MST,
Well,
Canadia, Hallucigencia,
they're
and
from around the world, CJ.
oh, they're from
CJ, they were
okay. Oh,
Japanese cards.
oh, he's Korean. Japan doesn't have
Yes.
Burgostoma. They're Korean.
Or Korean, yeah.
Yeah. So
My
Japan
bad.
might have them now. I don't know
It
because
goes,
I'm not Japanese, but they might have them. But I remember they were Korean exclusives for a while.
why
Because oddly enough,
aren't you Japanese?
anyway, yeah, Paleos are great. Play Paleos if you want a really weird deck that's kind of like if you want a challenge on deck building, play Paleos. Build a Paleo deck. It's really weird to see it to build a all trap deck. As I
Oh
run
no, it's been done before.
no with what?
Look up trap card monsters. There's been plenty enough before Paleozoics to have
Oh,
a deck.
Paleozoics do it better. Don't lie, because
No,
Paleozoics do it better.
I'm not lying.
They have trap effects and monster effects.
They're just a wannabe.
Except they're better. Anyway, Paleozoics. They're the best. No, okay, look. Paleozoics are better versions of artifacts. If artifacts wanted to be good, they'd have trap effects, just like Paleos do. Literally, artifacts could have been much better if they were like, when this card is set in your spell and trap zone, you can treat it as a trap card and activate it as such. It gets this effect.
Not gonna lie, CJ. There's been other cards that do that.
Okay, whatever. I'm just saying Paleos do it better. Let's move on to the next card, which I know James is excited about. Phantasmal Missile.
Yay!
Phantasmal Missile.
I'm sorry. Was that too early?
No, it's cool. I'm just trying to read the name. Give me a second. I'm not. I can read. Miscellaneosaurus.
Are you sure? You
Michelosaurus.
sure? Are you
Yes.
sure you can read?
Whatever. It's Phantasmal Miscellaneous. Miscellaneousaurus. There. Its effect is during either player's main phase, you can send this card
There
from
you
your
go.
hand to the grave. Dinosaur type monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. During this main phase, you can banish any number of dinosaur type monsters from your graveyard, including this card. Special summon one dinosaur type monster from your deck whose level equals the number of monsters banished, but is destroyed during the end phase. You can only use this effect of Phantasmal Miscellaneousaurus once per turn. So, Dino Infinity, or Tyranno Infinity, was the card I heard three people say when this card happened. I also heard Ultimate Tyranno was one, and I was like, I see why Ultimate Tyranno, but Tyranno Infinity is the. Hang on. No, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Hang on. Tyranno Infinity. The original attack of this card becomes the number of your dinosaur type monsters that are removed from play times 1,000. And he's a level 4, so he's hopping on the board with 4,000.
I would throw three soul releases in there.
Mm,
Banishes 5 cards from either player's graveyard.
yeah. So you could, yeah, but the thing is, he gets destroyed during the end phase. So he is kind of cool because he can pop on board with 4K straight from the deck and die during the end phase, or you can overlay with him and like save him in a weird way, which is pretty cool. So I don't know, he's a cool monster. He seems cool. Well, I mean, Miscellaneousaurus seems cool as well. It just seems like another combo piece to like work with tribute summons, quote unquote tribute summons,
Mm-hmm.
with dinosaurs. It seems like a weird way, and almost like if they actually do more phantasmal dinosaurs as like weird dinosaur support, that'd be really cool. Do that, phantasmals, and then give me fossil fusion. Yeah. And next we have my favorite card of the Speedroids, Speedroid Bamboo Horse. Yeah, he's the greatest. He's a level 4 with 1111 stats. He's horrible. He's garbage. He's better than any hero card, though. Better than any E hero, than the vanilla E heroes. When this card is normal, you can special summon one level 4 or lower speed droid from your hand. During your main phase, at the turn this card was sent to the grave, you can send one wind monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can only use this effect for Speed Droid Bamboo Horse once per turn. Alright, not gonna lie, he's better in the graveyard. He's better in the dirt. On board, yes, he can make for a quick
Mm-hmm.
synchro play, and I get why he would be ran, but he's like a weird reverse double yo-yo. If anyone's played Speed Droids, double yo-yo pulls one out of the graveyard. This one pulls one out of the hand, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. He's like double yo-yo with the added graveyard effect. And at first, when I saw that send one wind monster from your
Just
deck to
a.
the grave, at first thought
Hmm?
that's kind of bad, and then I thought, oh, you can send Triad Dice or Dai Denko. Triad Dice to negate an attack, or Dai Denko to banish. Since like if you set the turn card from your graveyard. During your main phase, set the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. Curse you, speed droids, and your weird lag. I was actually gonna say, yeah, you can send Den Den and then banish and then instantly go into Clear Wing, Crystal Wing, because you know you're going into Crystal Wing. And Speed Droids, that's your boss, man. But anyway, yeah, he's okay. He's not bad, but Speed Droids already have stuff like this. So the fact that it's just kind of bundled into one monster is okay.
Mm-hmm.
So not great, except he's the only real bad part about him is that his stats are crap. He has bad stats,
Oh yeah, he's got terrible stats.
especially for a level 4. If he was a level
Jesus.
3, if he was a level 3, I'd have no problem with it. I'd be like, oh well, those are actually half decent stats for a level 3, unless of course you're Jerry Beans man. Like
You
you're
can go suck a
like
dick.
you're 1750.
Jerry
Jeez,
Beesman. Jerry Beesman was the first ever card I had.
I know. All right,
He's always gonna be my number one if I can find him.
all right. Let's go into the
Lost
extra
him.
deck stuff because we got some extra deck monsters to talk about now. Here we have. So we all know. So Dark Rebellion has Odd Eyes Rebellion. No, I shouldn't say Odd Eyes Rebellion. Dark Rebellion Dragon has Dark Requiem Dragon, Xyz Dragon. Crystal Wing has Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Uh, Odd, yeah, Clear Wing has Crystal Wing, and then Odd Eyes has Odd Eyes Rebellion, Brave Eyes, uh, Beast Eyes, and then it has Meteor Burst. Oh wait, no, Odd Eyes has it. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon has Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, and then Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. So it of course has all its variances, along with some upgrades such as Odd Eyes Rebellion Dragon, which is kind of cool. And then I want to say, does it? Does it? I want to. I think it has an amped up fusion, like Brave Eyes and stuff like that. I think it. I don't know. Odd Eyes is just the base one, so it doesn't really have a evolved form outside of the fact that it has an Xyz, a Synchro, and a fusion to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
All three of which are pretty okay. But now, Star Venom has a variant, and that is Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon. So up to this point, all the dimensional dragons have been pretty generic. You can splash them in any Xyz deck, any Synchro deck. Haha, Crystal Wing does it so good it's in his name. And Odd Eyes just goes in generally any
Ha.
Pendulum deck. But this, and even Star Venom went in any Dark Fusion deck. D Heroes and Lunalights were running him. Even I saw a Pendulum build that ran him. But this one, Greedy Venom, has been the first locked down dimensional dragon. His fusion requirements are one Predator plant and a Dark monster with an original level of 8 or higher. Sad days. We've lost our
What?
which means greedy Venom Fusion Dragon will not see play outside of Predator plants.
Mm-hmm.
I almost when I first saw him, I thought I saw Greedy and I thought, wow, does he fuse with Pot of Greed? Is he already unusable? But then I also thought, oh, maybe he just fuses like it's like a one dragon type monster plus a monster of this level, or like a dark monster and a monster of this level, kind of like one of the Metal Foes fusion monsters, kind of like similar to that. But no, he's a predator plant, technically. He's part of the
Ah.
archetype now. He's officially part of the archetype. He requires them. So, Greedy Venom is exclusive to Predator plants, thus making him part of the archetype. So, Predator plants now have 7 monsters. I think. Hang on. One, two, three, four, five. Oh no, just 6. They have 6 monsters, 7 cards total. So, go Predator plants. But his effect is he must be fusion summoned. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster on the field until the end of this turn. Its attack becomes 0. Also, it has its effects negated. So, if Greedy is destroyed is destroyed in general and sent to the graveyard, destroy as many monsters on the field as possible. So, he's a nuke when he dies, which is cool. Then,
Ooh.
then, hang on, he's not done. Then you can banish one level 8 or higher dark monster from your grave, and if you do, special summon this card from the graveyard. And boasting a 3,300 attack points, that's pretty big. That's enough to beat over most of last format's boss monsters. That's enough to beat over most of a Blue Eyes deck.
Uh-huh.
Like seriously, even with my deck, which I am very proud about, because typically my monsters are up in the 4,000s whenever I summon them. This guy can beat over most of my monsters. This guy gives me a run for my money if I don't get a good hand early against him. So
Ooh.
he's an effect negator. He puts 0. If you try and stop him, he's just gonna. And the best part is he already has a revival card in the grave because of one of his fusion materials. This guy's good. The only thing that would have made him better is if he's like the if
How do you kill it?
you
How,
exhaust the resources
how
in
do
the
you
graveyard.
kill that?
You exhaust the resources in the graveyard.
Oh god. You know what? I tried that strategy against Gorov this morning. Did you see how that turned out?
No, okay, well no, because this one you have to banish one level 8 or higher dark monster from the grave to summon this guy back. If so, basically,
Hmm?
unless the player can put more level 8 or higher dark monsters in the grave, this thing ain't coming back.
Infernoids.
Infernoids are
Infernoids.
fire, I believe.
Reason.
I believe Infernoids are fire
Yeah,
types.
yeah, yeah. They are. My bad.
Yeah. So
My
yeah,
bad.
this guy.
I thought they were dark.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, because they are fiends. But yeah, this guy, pretty good card, pretty solid. Moving into the next one, we have the Edolan fusions. So what's this one? That's one. Oh, this is the really intense one. We're gonna go with the little one first. We're gonna go with the little Edolan one first. So this card,
All right.
uh, Raideen or Raideen, something like that. The Edolan Beast. He's a warrior and wind type, which contrasts with the Dark Alistair over here. But his materials are Alistair, the Edolan Summoner, and one Wind Monster. So, we actually might see a bunch of Edolan splash decks. Like, Edolan might become another splash, like, fusion engine, which would be really weird. Like, really, not weird, but, like, interesting to see, because I don't think that we have a splashable fusion engine yet. We have Speed Droids, which Terratop, Take Tomborg, and a Dice make their engine, make a splashable synchro engine. Um, what was the splash? What was the Xyz one? Speed droids. Speed droids. Also, Light Sorns were very splashable, and their monster, you could easily put them on board and synchro with them. Um,
Mhm.
Heroes are. Oh, I'm not gonna count heroes. Those things are ritual monsters that hide out in the extra deck. The screw-mast heroes, they're fake fusions. They don't count. They don't count. Don't you sit here and be like, yeah, Master Heroes, best fusions. They're not fusions. They're ritual monsters that hide in the extra deck. That's
Well,
all they are.
technically,
No, hang on. Listen. They use a spell card, they sack a monster on the field, and then they summon a blue purple card. Freaking, they're ritual monsters that are hiding in the extra deck. And look, I'm not gonna
all
lie.
right.
I'm not gonna lie. Fortress, Chimera Tech Fortress, because I'm gonna give myself some crap here. Chimera Tech Fortress is just a kaiju that's machine exclusive and hides in the extra deck. That's what he is. Not gonna lie. He's a kaiju that hides
Hmm?
in the extra deck for machines. But he's cool. Because he doesn't. You know why? Because he doesn't use a spell card to summon him. He doesn't use a spell card
You
and
got a
one monster.
point
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Yeah, you got a point on that.
He doesn't require a spell card as one of his materials. Ugh. And legendary dragons get a pass because legendary
Seems so,
dragons are just weird. Anyway,
seems so grossed out about it.
I hate masked heroes. They're not fusions. They're not fusion monsters. They're not. They're fake fusions. Radiant the Edolan Summoner. Radiant the Edolan Beast. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can target one face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down defense position. So, Book of Moon. Level 5, he's alright. 22. 22 is acceptable for a level 5. 22 is acceptable for a level 5. Now, here's the crazy
Hmm?
one. Here's the crazy Edolan fusion. Elsalon the Edolan Beast. Level 10, Light Fairy. Again, they're all over the place. It requires one Edolan Beast monster and one monster that was special summoned from the extra deck. So, was special summoned from the extra deck. So, people speculate that you can use monsters in the graveyard still to use summoning magic with this. Also, its stats are 32
Hmm.
4000. So you could put this thing in defense mode.
Holy.
Almost nothing is getting over this. I think even Stardust Cipher Divine would have trouble getting over this thing. Um, there's few cards I know off the top of my head that can take this thing out. Rocket Arrow Express, Super Dimensional Galaxy Robo Destroyer. Those are the only two, because those are the monsters with. Oh, the
Uh,
Blue Eyes Ultimate. and it's Neo, because those monsters are.
Fissure.
Oh
Fissure.
my god! Hang on, wait, hang on, wait a second. Yeah, all right, yeah. I get Fissure can wipe this thing off the board if it's the only thing on board. Oh, James, you know me too well. You know I would use a Fissure against this thing. You
I
know, you
bet
know
your
I'd be
ass
that.
you're gonna use a
You
fissure
know I'm that because
against
I've done it before.
You ain't gonna do jack
So,
shit.
so the thing is,
What's gonna happen is you'll be like, ah, I got him now. I got him now. Oh, he's my only monster on the field, and he can't beat over. What is that fissure?
Fissure. So one of the more iconic, I run. There's two cards, like two support cards that I like to put in just about every one of my decks, or at least have been in every one of my decks for at one point. And those two cards are Time Machine and Fissure. I freaking love Time Machine and Fissure because no one expects them. Everyone expects Call of the Haunted or some weird variant of Call of the Haunted. But no, I'm like, oh, you destroyed my guy? Time Machine, he's back. Oh, you got a big monster on board? Fissure, it's gone. No one expects them because they're
Yeah,
so
yeah, I'm not
freaking
not
old.
messing with that anymore.
All right, but yeah, so its effect is must first be fusion summoned with the above fusion materials. While face up on the field, this card is also treated as Dark Earth, Water, Fire, and Wind. So it's treated as every attribute except for Divine, which means the only thing it can't use its effect against is God cards.
There's only
Which,
3 cards. There's only 4 cards that are divine.
yeah, I know. Um, so its
By the
other
way, I have
effect.
a ruffian rail card.
I need three. Once per turn during either player's
Well,
turn.
I have one. I have another
Okay,
one.
let me let me get through this card. Let me get through this card real quick. Once per turn during either player's turn,
Sorry.
you can target one Adolan Beast monster you control or in the graveyard. Banish that monster, and if you do, banish all monsters your opponent controls with the same attribute as that monster. So you can banish this card and just banish your, depending on what your opponent is playing, which, if they're playing BAs, or if they're playing Light Zorns, or ABCs, or Infernoids, or an archetype where they're all the same attribute, they're all banished. And they ain't coming back. Not for a while, at least. Unless you're an Infernoid player, and then they're coming back, like, next, like, on the standby phase. They're like, well, they're all back now. Unless you're in, yeah.
Oh shit.
But if you're a BA, that kind of messes
CJ,
if
I
you're a
gotta
BA
go
player.
use.
What?
I gotta go use the restroom. I gotta go use the restroom real quick.
Alright, you take care of that. I'll talk about Brave Eyes.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, this card is pretty intense. It does a lot. It banishes, which is always good, and it's not really targeting. It's not targeting at all. So non-targeting banish removal, the best kind of removal. The only thing that would make it better is if they banish themselves face down. Of course, if they did that, then this card would not be retrievable, and they want to be able to retrieve this. So I think Dolans are going to get a spell card or something. It might be a trap. I don't know. If it's a trap, that's a Dolan's problem. But this card, I think they're going to grab something that brings back Adolan Beasts from being banished. Actually, wait, no, don't they already have that? Isn't that summoning magic? You can target. Oh no, it's banished Alistair. Okay. So no, so okay, okay. So no. Okay, okay. So, but the other thing about this card is you also have to use. Currently, you have to use Radine, the Dolan Beast, to summon it. Here we have Brave Eyes, which I know I'm a little bit late. We're also late on clearing fast over here. But we're going to talk about Brave Eyes. So 3,000, 2,000 is its stats. One Pendulum Dragon. Whoa, one Pendulum Dragon monster. Okay. Alright, so you can use Odd Eyes, Beast Eyes, and Rune Eyes all to fusion into this, and one Warrior type monster. When this card is fusioned, you can make the attack of all monsters your opponent currently controls 0. Also, other monsters your opponent controls cannot attack for the rest of this turn. Negate the activated effects of all monsters with 0 attack. At the end of the damage step when this card attacks the opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster was
not destroyed by battle, you can banish that monster. So it has a twin burst effect at the end there, and then it also has like a reduction effect. So and it negates too. It negates it's non-targeting negation. Pretty good. I like it. It's non-targeting, like zero reduction, going putting them down to zero. Also, negating their effects. It seems like a solid card, and it's really easy. Like you can reuse your fusions. Uh, put it. You can put this on board with a fusion. The only thing that's weird is in most decks that I see that use Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon or whatever. Um, a lot of them aren't don't run warriors. Maybe in like Odd Eyes Ignites, maybe because the Draco Slayer, I would say Draco Slayers, but Draco Slayers aren't warriors; they're dragons. So yeah, um, don't know I don't know what monster I would put in there to summon this for a warrior. So yeah, moving on, we have Shiranui. So actually, I'm gonna save that one. Let's go to Clearwing Fast Dragon. Let's talk about another dimensional dragon. This is a level 7 with 25 2000, so Clearwing stats. It is also the second synchro pendulum. Alright, so let me pause right there. The second synchro pendulum. We also have two Xyz pendulum monsters. Where the heck is my fusion pendulum? Where are they? Because we're fusion pendulum. Like we're behind. I don't care if it's a Lunalite. I don't care if it's a Performapal like everyone says it's gonna be. But seriously, I honestly think it's gonna be another Odd Eyes fusion along with a Performapal fusion. I think there's gonna be. I just think that's what it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be some Odd Eyes fusion, like Odd Eyes or like Pendulum Eyes fusion dragon. Fusion Eyes Pendulum Eyes Pendulum Dragon. I don't know. I'm coming up with dumb names here, but yeah, the Perform Pal one. I want to see a Perform Pal fusion. There's like two Perform Pal monsters, or uh, two Perform Pal or Perform Mage monsters. Let's give Perform Mages some love, considering that Perform Mages are actually supposed to be a fusion archetype, or at least they're from Academia. So, in the anime, they're from Dennis is from Academia, and he does have a fusion monster, Trapeze 4 Switch. Give me Trapeze 4 Switch. Please, I want the other Perform Ages. I love them. Make them real. You made Ancient Gears real, make Perform Ages real. Come on, put them in Destiny Soldiers. You can do it. Um, but yeah, so let's get back into it. Its pendulum effect is you can send one face-up Speedroid tuner and one face-up non-tuner monster you control to the graveyard whose total levels equal 7. Special summon this card from your pendulum zone. You can only okay, so he actually plays nice with the Speedroids. That pendulum effect actually makes him really cool and almost puts him in the Speedroid archetype. Let me just move this real quick. Sorry, I had to move the skybox. One tuner, one or more. His requirements are one tuner, one or more non-tuner wind monsters. So that kind of puts him into Gusto, Speedroids. Speedroid. That's the only thing I can think of. During the player's turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls that was special summoned. Till the end of this turn, its attack becomes 0. Also, it has its effects negated. You can only use this effect. Clearwing Fast Dragon once per turn. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can put it in your pendulum zone. And it's a scale 4. So yeah, might be worth running in Speedroids. Maybe that's the only place I see it being viable is Speedroids. Um, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about Clearwing Fast Dragon. It just seems like it's just a new Clearwing card. It doesn't seem. Actually, it reminds me of Greedy. Greedy and Brave Eye. Greedy Dragon and Brave Eyes. That's literally what it reminds me of. This is actually the third variation of Clearwing. I think Clearwing is gonna get the most variations out of any of the dimensional dragons. Um, so let's see. Odd Eyes has Rune, Pendulum, Vortex, Rune, Beast, Vortex, Rebellion, Odd Eyes Rebellion, Meteor Burst, Absolute, um, Brave. I think that's it. So seven, and then Dark Rebellion has Requiem, and I guess if you really want to count it, you can count Odd Eyes Rebellion, so two. Then Starve just has one, and then Clearwing has two as well. I don't really count Odd Eyes Rebellion as like Dark Rebellion's variant either. This just I don't know, just not something I. All right, but yeah, Clearwing Fast Dragon, not very, just like a more Speed Droid exclusive version of Clearwing.
Is it fast?
It uses it requires one tuner and one or more non-tuner wind monsters, and then it also has an effect of if you contribute speed droids speed droids whose level equals 7 and summon it out of the pendulum zone. So I'd say it's literally, other than that, it has like a greedy venom fusion dragon effect.
Nice.
Yeah, and Brave Eyes also has that effect. So it seems like all the new like dimensional dragon variances that just came out literally all have like that same reduce the monsters to zero effect, which is okay. I don't know what Konami is like thinking over there, because Speed Droids already kind of put out a decent amount of power early, so it's not like they really need anything at zero. But whatever. Here we have the last card that we're going to talk
Hey,
about, which is what? Okay.
well,
Here,
speak to that.
Here's the last card we're going to talk about, Shiranui Sovereign Saga. So this is the new Shiranui card. It is a level 10, which means I believe they have a 6, an 8, and this is a 10. Maybe a 12 is on its way, which would be rad if we actually had a Shiranui 12. So what it needs is one zombie-type tuner, Plague Spreader, and one or more non-tuner zombie-type monsters. So literally Plague Spreader, Unizombie, or whoever you choose, probably Unizombie, and some Shiranuis. Unless you really
Hmm.
weird and run this in Skull Servants. Um, if this card is special summoned, you can turn any number of your zombie type synchro monsters that are banished and or in your graveyard to the extra deck. Then you can destroy the same number of cards your opponent controls, same number of cards. So this is an MST, it's monster destruction, it does target, which is a little sad, but it also puts your zombie synchros, which you might need, back into the extra deck, which is really cool. It would be nice if it shuffled your tuner, if it either put your tuner back in your hand or shuffled it into the deck, but just being able to put your synchros back is still pretty nice. Because chances are it's a zombie type tuner, it's getting out of the graveyard anyways. Um, so, along with that, if a zombie type monster you
It's
control.
called the
What?
Horseman, the Mizuki card.
Oh, Mizuki. Yeah, Mizuki. Is that? Yeah,
So,
yeah, dude.
okay, let's just make sure if I was saying it right.
Yeah, Mizuki. Is gonna get back in the graveyard because zombies run Omega. So its other effect is if a zombie type monster or monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one Shiranui monster from your graveyard instead. You can only special summon one Shiranui Sovereign Saga once per turn. So, um, Stardust-ish effect, kind of, a little bit. Kind of rad, honestly. So basically,
Hmm.
what he does is, if you summon a second copy of him, he gets whatever you banished back. So kind of cool. I like him. I think he's a good card. I think he's a good card. Oh no, Toon Kingdom. He has like a Toon Kingdom effect. That's a better comparison.
He's
That's a
Yeah,
better
there you go.
comparison. Yeah,
That's more of a Pacific, yeah,
that's a much better comparison.
Pacific altitudes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I always show love for tunes. I freaking adore them. They were my first deck. Anyway, that's it for new cards. At least the ones that I can remember off the top of my head. I know I'm probably forgetting a few of them, but whatever.
I think we got the majority of it
Yeah,
in
we
the
got we
past
got
hour.
some. Yeah, I made up for it by throwing in some older ones that we missed. So now I'm just gonna jump online. I did not jump online. Oh no. Oh no. All right.
Oh
So yeah.
God, oh God, you fall?
Nope.
Did you fall off the line?
All right. So I'll host. I think we're only gonna do a couple matches now because I'm actually freaking tired.
Yeah, me too. My eyes are like burning.
Yeah. Oh my god. Because usually we start earlier. We started really late tonight on the stream.
Mm-hmm. Worth it though. Got to learn a few more cards.
Yeah.
I think no matches would be fine.
No, really? You just think the card
We'll
talk
make
is
up
fun?
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, due to being freaking exhausted, uh,
Yeah, I had a long day.
Fridays. Well,
They're
okay.
the thank
Here's
God
here's how we're
days.
making it up.
They're the longest.
Yeah. Here's how we're making it up.
Pretty soon we're having this tournament, and I know that for certain I'm gonna be bringing my camera, my tripod. I'm gonna get some of those matches recorded. I'll be running a deck. I don't know
I'll
if
get
I'm
selfies.
yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna run cybers again. I don't. I know that my cyber deck is most likely my most powerful deck. I would like to go to use Relinquish there because I know I've talked about Relinquish. I don't think I've ever shown it on stream. If I did, it was only once. And I know that a few people on Duel Amino they've asked about it. They've asked about what is this Relinquish deck. I want to see the Relinquish deck, and I go, it's Relinquish Kaiju. So I've shown you. No, I showed building you Bell. I never showed how it played, but it's pretty easy to see how it plays. It plays like a Monarch deck. Um, uh, yeah. I don't know. It's also something I know. James is gonna be running either Morphage or Synchros, Morphage or Drunk Doppel.
I'm gonna be running my synchros. I am pretty pissed.
Mm, I feel.
No, I'm gonna be using them aggressively.
Yeah. Like I said, I would play Paleos in tourney, but I don't have all the cards. First of all, I don't have all the cards I need. I need a few more copies of Eliminated Dias, and then I need all the Japanese ones. Devin definitely running Blue Eyes. Alex is running not Raptors. He's running Magicians, I believe. And then Olivia's running Lunas if she's there. Josh is running Heroes. Gorov's running Psyframes. Seth is running something that he runs. Probably not Monarchs because those got put in the dirt.
Yeah.
Justin, I don't know what Justin's going to be running. I am interested
Uh,
to see because Justin has an amount of
oh,
decks.
I actually talked to him today. He's gonna be probably using his dark storms. That's what he called it, but he didn't tell me what cards were in it. So
His what's?
something with dark storms. His dark storms. That's what he called his deck, and I don't know what that is. I'm really interested. JB, on the other hand, might be running a magician deck.
JB's running Buster Blader. Jake will be running my speed droids, so yeah. My completed speed droids, I might add. My speed droids have been At least the extra deck is more filled in. It's a full extra deck now. I run a few more monsters that I didn't before, and it's more of a toolbox. It's a lot more of a toolbox. It's more to go into. I finally got my Clear Wing. I got a Cloud Castle to go into. I have a Stardust Cipher Divine Dragon, and I also have a Phonon Pulse Dragon. So I got a bunch of stuff for it. Main deck, on the other hand, is about the same.
Really?
Yeah, the only, like I said, I love the main deck that I built. The only thing I would, I keep saying this, the only thing I would add to it is Terratop and Take Tomborg, and Gorv says he has a Terratop and a Take Tomborg, so may have a slight edit prior to tournament.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, so small changes. Other than that, my cybers literally change like every 2 weeks because I see a new strategy or I think of something new. But for right now, they're about the same. Extra deck has remained the same for like the past 3 builds. The main deck, I finally got my Ghost Ogres. I may put one Galaxy Soldier in there if I can get one off Devon. Even if I can borrow it for the tourney, that would be great. Because I just need one copy of GS for the deck. Because I don't believe in running Galaxy Soldier at 3. I think that's dumb. The max I would ever run him at is 2.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, no, because like sometimes you just need
Yeah,
that one extra level 5 on board.
Mm-hmm.
Though, like I said, there was talk about because all the GX cards are coming in from Arc 5. There's a whole bunch of GX archetypes getting redone. People think that Cyber Dragons might get their own exclusive version of Galaxy Soldier, which I'd be okay with. I think if they had their own, like maybe he doesn't search himself. Maybe he searches out like another version of Cyber Dragon. Maybe like he adds another Cyber Dragon monster from your deck to your hand, or a Light type machine from your deck to your hand. So he's like a monster version of Cyber Repair Plant. Would be rad. Or he has like a similar effect, like discard one Cyber Dragon monster, summon this card in face up defense position or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see it. I don't know what they'd call him, like Cyber Dragon Veer or something, maybe. Probably continue on with the name scheme that they have, like Zui, Dre, Veer.
Watch it be Cyber Dragon, aluminum, something metal.
Aluminum. Like something stupid.
Yeah.
Literally, if they did that, I'd be like, why aren't you sticking
Aluminum.
with the theme you have? Also, I noticed that, like, even in Japan, like,
we're,
the German theme.
we're, we're going with that's Germany, not Japan.
No, Cyber Dragons are apparently German, because over in Japan, the Cyber
Oh,
Revolution structure deck was called Blitzkrieg of the Mechlite Dragons, and Blitzkrieg was a World War
that
II
sounds
Nazi strategy.
badass. It sounds really badass.
It sounds really rad. And I was like, I understand why it wasn't called that over here, because the Nazis' like main World War II tactic was called the Blitzkrieg. So I get it. I get why it wasn't called that over here. And also, it makes a little bit more sense why Zui and Dre are called Zui and Dre. Because apparently,
yeah.
Cyber Dragons are German. Rad, I guess.
That's freaking hilarious.
To learn your cards' origins by piecing together weird bits of language and history.
Oh my lord.
Hitler built Cyber Dragon, confirmed.
So now let's see how the genocide of the Jews happened.
Cyber Dragons, obviously.
Heroes. What?
It wasn't. It wasn't Auschwitz. It was Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon.
I'm done. So done. I'm ending this call right now.
Alright. Goodbye. We're done.